YouTube, so I always figure out where to look. Here. So I'm gonna talk about lightening your hair color. 100% all naturally. So it's a to each his own. You know, some people are good with having the hair just one tone, but I believe that dimension really is not only fashionable, or it makes your hair just a little bit more interesting when it has a tonal quality. And having deep dark brown hair, because nobody's hair is really jet black. When you lighten it, you get these warmer tones, which are really attractive if you have brown skin. In my opinion, it's all my opinion, and I've always wanted to add dimension in my hair, but you know, you want to do it as with the least amount of damage as possible. You know, and I've researched and I found some techniques that I wanted to try. And one was, of course, if you're on YouTube, you've seen baking soda and peroxide method, which it works, but you kind of have to get the mix right. If it's too much with the baking soda, it's going to be more like a paste, and you're not really going to get that even application. That if it's like a really thin, really thin paste, then you can kind of like dip your hair in, and the saturation, which will kind of like as a sponge, will give you a natural ombre effect. But if it's more of a paste, it sits and then you have dark light. But if it's liquidy, this makes any sense. Like if you put a piece of string in liquid, just a tip, it'll eventually like work its way up the string, and it does the same thing to your hair. So you'll get a more ombre effect with a liquid than you will with a paste. The paste is going to be clumpy. It's going to be, the tonal quality is going to be off. So my I guess interjection to something that's been going on for a while is to make it a little bit more loose than pasty. And dipping it in seems to work better than brushing it on. So if it's in like a little small container, you can just like take your hair and dip it in. And then I found that wrapping your hair in toilet paper and then wrapping it in aluminum foil and making like little bundles, like it's thermal, so it keeps the warmth in, and it really makes the process go a lot faster. I would say between 20 and 30 minutes, you're going to see significant color change. 30 and 45 minutes, you're going to see a more intense color change. But I would lean towards more the 20 to 30 minute, because you can always do it again. And the second application actually works a little better than if you try to get it as light as possible the first time. You're just stripping way too much, because at the end of the day, you are taking something away. Whether it's all natural or not, it still is a chemical process, and you don't want to change the chemistry of your hair too much, because it'll dry it out. So you want to gradually get to your goal. Same way if you were using bleach, you're not going to go from black to blonde or black to gray in one sitting. It's better to do it in over three times. And it's more forgiving when you do it this way, because of the products that you're using. Your hair's not going to be on the floor even if you do go up to an hour. It'll just be a lot drier and a little bit more brittle. So you'll have to bump up the conditioning so it won't suffer too much. But so the dipping in is the part I would add, and between 20 and 35 minutes, it's a good way to lighten it gradually. And if you want to get even lighter, then do it another time within like a month's period. So I did it once a few months ago, and it was really brassy. It was really like this screwdriver here. It was really this color. And when I would get in the sun, it kind of like got lighter and lighter, and it was just like I walked around looking like this, and it was kind of scary. So I did a semi-permanent, which I didn't want to use any chemicals, but I had to because it was just ridiculous. On my roots, it kind of darkened everything up at the roots. That works a little better. So I darkened up the roots, and then it was a little bit more richer, and it had this nice warm color on the ends. And I'm coming up on my year and next month, and I just wanted to do something different. So I've been walking around with that little light brassiness or blonde on the tips, and I wanted to go a little bit blonder in the back, but with a really nice ombre effect. So you guys are going to be the first ones to see this. Tell me what it looks like, because it's kind of hard to see the back of your head, but I hope I did a good job. I sectioned my hair off in 4 spots, and I dip the lower things in the solution, and I wrapped them in the toilet paper and in the aluminum foil. And then the 2 ones in the front, they were just so they were out of the way. They already had their little bit of color change on the tip, and I wanted that to be darker, and then under the bottom to be a little lighter. And then that's the look I was going for, just a really nice tonal quality of warm tones without it being too jarring or ridiculous. I didn't want this harsh line. I just wanted to really look like sun-kissed, but on the little bit more extreme end. Exotic, tropical, like I'm from little island somewhere. I wanted you to see me and think of coconut juice. I wanted you to see me and think of palm trees. That's what I was going for. I don't know if I quite got it to that, but that was my goal. So I'm going to do a 360, and you tell me if I've managed to maintain, a good range. I hope this works. I'm going to stand in one spot, and I'm going to pivot. See if this works. So here we go. I hope this works. I hope you can see what I was going for. So that's that. Now, I have my little homeboy in the front here. He gets a little extra treatment, but yeah. So that's what I went for with the color as it's growing out and continuing to get a little length on it and stuff like that. It's touching my ears now, so I'm excited about that. And if I had full head of locks, they would be pretty low, which is exciting to get a little bit of length. I've always been thinner up the top, but they're doing pretty good. They're hanging in there. I mean, once it grows out, I could really kind of like get a better formed lock. But right now, it's 1 year for me. My hair was pretty short when I started, so this is, that's a good amount of length. And again, I have really thin hair, really soft, fine hair, so it's not going to be thick locks. They're going to be what they are, but I like that they're light, and I even sometimes forget that I have them until the wind blows, and it's just like I feel them moving now. They're not just like all cattywampus. They actually lay, and the wind blows, and they move, which is nice. They're definitely a good part of me, and yeah, and I want them to look good. I want them to get their own compliments. So I was going to save this for my 1 year anniversary next month, but I couldn't. Well, wait a minute. It's this month. Wait, no. It's tomorrow, November, like the 17th, I think. It's Halloween right now. I don't know if I'm going to put this out tonight or wait. I don't do, my production is not intro, outro, editing, transitions, and blah, blah, blah. None of that. It's just out the camera onto YouTube. I don't know if you all appreciate that or not, or you're annoyed by that or what, but I ain't got. I'm not into production. I'm more into information, and I hope that my information from my viewpoint is something that's worth listening to eventually. Because again, I'm still trying to figure out how to get my videos out to more people other than nobody. So we'll see. Maybe it'll catch on one day. I think YouTube's mad at me. I think I'm on the naughty list. But that's all right. We're at 10 minutes. Perfect. Peace and blessings and happy growing. I hope, people in the brother Loc, sister Loc journey, when they reach this video, know that positive vibes, I'm sending them your way, and happy growing. And yeah, like the video, comment, please subscribe, show me some love. All right, I'm out.